In this video, I'm going to demonstrate an example of a simple while loop. First, I'm going to show you the pseudocode version, and then I'm going to express it in Python. So with this simple while loop, in your program, you want to add your comments. Normally, it's the program verb, the date written, the program name, and the purpose. In a simple while loop, the first step is to decide on the variable that is going to control the loop. In this case, it's count, and I'm initializing it to 0. That's the LCV, or the loop control variable. Next, we're going to test the loop control variable at the beginning of the loop, prior to entering the loop. So using a while statement, we would say while the count is less than 10. And then inside the loop, or the suite of statements, we have display the count. So it's going to print the value of count each time it passes through the while loop. And then we're going to update the loop control variable. We update or changes that loop control variable, and then we end the while loop. Basically, that's what happens. Initialize, test prior to entering the while loop, that it will be in the header of the while loop. There are statements that are going to get executed. All statements to be executed are indented so that you see the suite of statements that needs to be repeated. So any statements that are indented will be repeated. And then, of course, you end the while loop following the last statement. That's the end of the while loop. Next, we're going to display 2 blank lines, and then we want to display the count. And you're going to learn that the count is going to be larger than the value printed in the loop. And we will explain that in more details. Then, of course, we end the main program. So how does this look using Python? Here's what it's going to look like in Python. We add our comments, and you notice that if you want more than one line of comments, you're going to start off with the single quotes. There are no blank spaces between them, and you end with the single quotes. So let's again look at the actual program. We have our comment lines. The loop control variable is initialized to 0 at line 7. And then at line 11, you see where we're testing the loop control variable at the beginning of our loop prior to entering the loop. It's in the header. While count is less than 10, colon. As soon as you press the enter key, the program will automatically indent each of these suite of statements that are associated with the while loop. Count. Every time we go through the loop, the program is going to print the value of count, and rather than it placing it on an individual line, we're going to suppress the line feed by using the end statement. End is equal to, and I just put 2 blank spaces between the string literal. So this statement at line 12 will print the value of count each time it passes through the while loop. And then at line 14, we're updating the loop control variable. This is a short way to write out count. Normally you would see it as count is equal to count plus 1. Or you can use, and I'll just make this into a comment, because you can't place both of these on the same line. Count plus equal 1. That is a short way of writing this out. So either way, either one of these will be acceptable. I'll put this in the comment. Use code that you understand. Count equal to count plus 1. Remember, what happens is this is the variable that holds the value of an expression. So count is equal to, the first time we go to the loop, count is 0. So count is equal to 0 plus 1, which is 1. The next time we go through the loop, since 1 is less than 10, the computer is going to go and print the next value for what count is. And then it's going to update it. So count is equal to the last value that it stored for count. 1 plus 1 is 2. And that's how it keeps incrementing. And of course, after that, this is where we end the while loop. Outside the while loop at line 17, we're displaying we want the computer to display 2 blank lines. Display these 2 blank lines. It places 2 different statements on one line by separating using a semicolon. And now at line 21, we want to display the final value of count. It is going to be larger than the value printed in the loop. And I'll explain why. First, let's run the program. To run the program, and what you're going to see is count. When it goes to the loop, the first time count is 0, skips 2 spaces, 1 skips 2 places or spaces, 2, and so on, all the way up until 9. The final value of count is 10. Why? Because when we go through the loop, the program keeps changing the count. Finally, it's going to change it to count is equal to 11. 11, which is count, is not less than 10. It is greater. That is what tells the program to stop the loop. Otherwise, we will end up with an infinite loop. And that's the reason why the final value of count ends up being more than the ending value here, which is 10. Study through this program as often as you need to so that you understand those concepts. Notice that at line 21, we said the final count is count. I could have just said count. The D just says that's a decimal, and it allocated a place for us to display count. So again, study through the program as often as you need to in order to understand this